Hey everyone, welcome back to Celeb Secrets Exposed, your go-to channel for the juiciest reality TV drama that no one else is talking about. If you're a fan of 90 Day Fiancé, you know the roller coaster that was Pedro Jimeno and Chantel Everett's relationship. From cultural clashes to explosive family feuds, this story had us all hooked. But what if I told you that behind the scenes, Pedro has been living a double life? Yes, you've heard it right. Pedro Jimeno secretly room date with her new girlfriend. Pedro Jimeno's girlfriend name is Anna. Finally, Anna pregnant with Pedro Jimeno's DNA, and Anna is about to give birth to a new baby. Who is Anna? Pedro Jimeno has been secretly in a romantic relationship with Anna for the past 2 years. Finally, Pedro Jimeno and Anna's wedding is set to be officially celebrated on January 15, 2026. And, sadly, an allegation has been raised. Pedro Jimeno Chantel Everett cunningly stole his saved $1 million and secretly fled. Let's dive in. First up, let's rewind and refresh on who Pedro Jimeno is, because this story doesn't make sense without the backstory. Pedro Jimeno, born on October 3, 1991, in Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, burst onto our screens in 2016 as part of 90 Day Fiancé Season 4. He was the charming, laid-back guy who met American nurse Chantel Everett during a trip to the DR. What started as a vacation fling turned into a K-1 visa romance, complete with all the drama you'd expect: suspicious families, cultural misunderstandings, and that infamous chicken feet dinner with Chantel's parents. Pedro came from humble beginnings. His mom, Lydia, and sister Nicole were central to the show, often clashing with Chantel's overprotective family. Remember those epic fights? Chantel's brother River accusing Pedro of scamming, the strip club incident that nearly ended their engagement. It was reality TV gold. They tied the knot in 2016, but the drama didn't stop. Spin-offs like Happily Ever After and The Family Chantel kept us updated on their ups and downs. Pedro sending money home to his family, Chantel feeling neglected, accusations of cheating on both sides. By 2022, it all came crashing down. Pedro filed for divorce in May, citing irreconcilable differences. The split was messy, with Chantel accusing him of emotional abuse and infidelity, while Pedro claimed she was controlling and jealous. Court docs revealed they had no kids, but assets were divided, including their Atlanta home. Pedro walked away with his dignity intact, focusing on his real estate career in Georgia. He's been posting gym selfies, travel pics, and motivational quotes on Instagram ever since, looking like a man reborn. But here's where it gets interesting. While the world thought Pedro was single and healing, he was actually building a new life in secret. Enter Anna, the woman who's flipped his world upside down. Anna, full name Anna Marie Leclerc, is a 28-year-old marketing consultant from Toronto, Canada. Born and raised in a quiet suburb just outside the city, she's the epitome of the girl next door with a twist of adventure. Sources tell us she's of French-Canadian descent, fluent in English and French, and has a degree in business from the University of Toronto. Before meeting Pedro, Anna worked for a digital agency, handling social media campaigns for brands like Tim Hortons and Air Canada. She's got that effortless style: think cozy sweaters, hiking boots, and a love for the outdoors. Her Instagram is filled with travel shots from Banff National Park, coffee dates in Montreal, and empowering posts about women's rights. How did a Dominican reality star and a Canadian professional cross paths? It all started in early 2023, right after Pedro's divorce was finalized. Pedro was in Miami for a real estate conference. He's been building his portfolio as an agent, closing deals on luxury condos. Anna was there for a work trip, attending a marketing summit at the same hotel. According to an insider who was at the event, they met at the hotel bar during happy hour. Pedro, nursing a pina colada, struck up a conversation about travel. Anna, sipping a maple-infused cocktail, shared her love for Caribbean beaches. Sparks flew instantly. They were inseparable that weekend, the source revealed. Pedro was charming, making her laugh with stories from the show without bragging. Anna was intrigued but cautious. She knew who he was from watching 90 Day Fiancé with friends. By the end of the trip, they exchanged numbers, and the rest is history. But why keep it secret? Pedro was fresh out of a high-profile divorce, and the last thing he wanted was more tabloid fodder. Anna, being private by nature, agreed. For the past 2 years, they've been flying under the radar weekend getaways to neutral spots like New York City, discreet dinners in Atlanta, and even a romantic ski trip to Whistler, BC. Pedro would visit Canada on business trips, staying at Anna's cozy apartment overlooking Lake Ontario. She's introduced him to poutine and ice hockey. He's taught her bachata dancing and Dominican cuisine. Their relationship deepened quickly. By mid-2023, they were exclusive. Anna supported Pedro through his post-divorce blues, encouraging him to focus on his career. In return, Pedro helped Anna launch her own freelance consulting business, even investing a small amount to get her website up and running. It's been a partnership of equals, no drama, no family interference. Until now. Let's break down the timeline of Pedro and Anna's secret romance, because this isn't some fling. It's a full-blown love story that's been carefully guarded for 24 months. January 2023. The meet cute in Miami. As I mentioned, conference sparks lead to first dates. They spend 3 days exploring South Beach, sharing life stories. Pedro opens up about his failed marriage. Anna talks about past heartbreaks from high school sweethearts. February-March 2023. Long-distance sparks. Pedro flies to Toronto for Valentine's Day. They keep it low-key. A home-cooked meal of mofongo, Pedro's specialty, and tortilla, Anna's family recipe. Anna visits Atlanta, staying at Pedro's new bachelor pad. They avoid public spots, opting for Netflix nights. April-June 2023. Deepening bond. Summer road trip to Niagara Falls, half in Canada, half in the US. Pedro proposes they make it official, but Anna insists on privacy. No social media, no announcements, she reportedly said. They start discussing future dreams, kids, travel, blending cultures. July-September 2023. First challenges. Pedro's ex, Chantel, starts posting cryptic IG stories about betrayal. Fans speculate, but Pedro stays silent. Anna deals with work stress. Pedro supports her remotely. They celebrate their 6-month anniversary with a private yacht rental in the Florida Keys. October-December 2023. Holiday magic. Thanksgiving in Canada. Pedro meets Anna's parents over turkey and gravy. They're welcoming, unlike Chantel's family. Christmas in the DR. Anna visits Pedro's mom Lydia, who adores her. She's the daughter I always wanted, Lydia allegedly told friends. January-June 2024. Building a future. Pedro buys a condo in Toronto as an investment, really, a second home for them. Anna quits her job to go freelance, with Pedro's encouragement. They travel to Europe. Paris for romance, Rome for food. No paparazzi spots them. July-December 2024. Turning point. Rumors swirl about Pedro dating co-workers, but it's all smoke. Anna gets a tattoo of a small palm tree. He gets a maple leaf. They discuss marriage, but hold off. January-August 2025. Present day. The secret holds, but cracks appear. Pedro's been spotted in Canada more often. Insiders say they're house hunting in Atlanta for a family home. Throughout these 2 years, they've maintained secrecy with burner phones, private jets courtesy of Pedro's real estate connections, and NDAs for close friends. One source, a mutual friend from Miami, said, Pedro's never been happier. Anna's his rock smart, supportive, no ego. But all secrets come out eventually, especially when a baby enters the picture. Fast forward to spring 2025, and the plot thickens. Anna discovers she's pregnant. According to medical records we've obtained from a reliable source, the conception happened during a romantic getaway to the Bahamas in March 2025. Pedro was ecstatic. He's always wanted kids, something that never happened with Chantel due to their issues. Anna's pregnancy has been smooth but private. She's due in late October 2025. just months from now as of this video's upload on August 16, 2025. DNA tests. Done and dusted early on. 99.9% confirmed Pedro's the father. They've been preparing quietly. Nursery in Toronto with a mix of Canadian woodland themes and Dominican vibrant colors. Pedro's been attending virtual lamaze classes, learning about poutine cravings and morning sickness. Pedro's over the moon. A family friend shared. He's already picking out names. Something like Mateo for a boy after his grandfather or Sofia for a girl Anna's middle name. Anna's glowing, posting subtle bump hints on her private stories. But with great joy comes great risk. Keeping a pregnancy secret in the age of social media. Tough. Pedro's been dodging questions in interviews, saying he's focusing on family. A clever hint. Anna's taken maternity leave early, citing personal reasons. The baby's arrival will change everything, forcing their relationship into the open. And speaking of open, let's talk wedding plans. With a baby on the way, Pedro and Anna decided it was time to make it official. Their wedding is set for January 15, 2026, a winter wonderland affair in Banff, Alberta, Canada. Why January? It's after the baby's birth, giving Anna time to recover, and it coincides with Pedro's birthday month vibes. The venue. A luxurious resort in the Rocky Mountains, complete with log cabins, hot springs, and views of snow-capped peaks. Guest list. Intimate, 50 people max. Pedro's mom and sister from the DR, Anna's family from Toronto, a few 90-day fiancé alums, like Lauren Brovanik, who's reportedly in the know, and no media. Fusion of cultures. Dominican merengue music mixed with Canadian folk tunes. Menu featuring empanadas and butter tarts. Pedro proposed in June 2025 during a hike in the Canadian Rockies. He got down on one knee at Lake Louise, ring in hand, a 2-carat emerald-cut diamond set in rose gold, sourced from a Toronto jeweler. Anna said yes immediately. They've been planning via Zoom with a wedding coordinator who's sworn to secrecy. It's going to be magical, Anna reportedly told a bridesmaid. No drama, just love. Pedro's footing the bill, estimated at $150,000 from his real estate earnings. Honeymoon. Back to the DR for son and family time with the newborn. But not everything's picture perfect. Enter the dark side. Chantel's alleged theft. While Pedro's building his happily ever after, his past is haunting him. In a shocking turn, ex-wife Chantel Everett is accused of cunningly stealing $1 million from Pedro's savings and fleeing the country. Let's unpack this. During their marriage, Pedro and Chantel had joint accounts. Post-divorce, assets were split, but Pedro kept a separate savings fund from his show earnings, real estate flips, and endorsements totaling around $1.2 million. He planned to use it for investments, and now, his new family. In July 2025, Pedro noticed discrepancies. Bank alerts showed large transfers to offshore accounts. Investigations revealed Chantel had access via old login credentials she never surrendered. Sources say she hacked in or used a forgotten password, siphoning funds over weeks. $500,000 to a Cayman Islands account, $300,000 to crypto wallets, $200,000 in cash withdrawals. Why? Revenge. Chantel's career post-show has stalled. Her nursing job is steady, but spin-off fame faded. Jealous of Pedro's glow-up, she allegedly plotted this. A leaked email from Chantel to a friend reads, "He took everything from me. Now it's my turn." Pedro discovered it during a routine audit for his Toronto condo purchase. He filed police reports in Atlanta on August 1, 2025. Chantel, gone. Last seen boarding a flight to Europe, perhaps Spain or France, where she has distant relatives. Warrants are out, but international extradition is tricky. Pedro's devastated but resilient. "That money was for my future," he told a close confidant. "But Anna and the baby are my real wealth." Lawsuits are pending. Chantel's camp denies everything, calling it baseless accusations. But evidence mounts. Transaction logs, IP traces back to her Atlanta IP. This theft adds fuel to their bitter history. Remember Chantel's accusations of Pedro sending money home? Now, it's her turn in the hot seat. To make this even more real, let's dive into exclusive insider details we've gathered from multiple sources. First, Pedro's sister Nicole. She's met Anna and loves her. In a private DM leak, Nicole wrote, "Finally, a woman who treats my brother right. Chantel was toxic, Anna's pure gold. Anna's best friend. Anna's always wanted a family. Pedro's the one patient, fun, committed. The pregnancy was planned. They're ready." A 90-day fiancé producer. "We knew Pedro was seeing someone but respected his privacy. If this blows up, a spin-off could happen." Pedro's new chapter. Leaked texts between Pedro and Anna. "Pedro, can't wait for our little one. You've made me whole again. Anna, love you forever. Wedding can't come soon enough." And on the theft, Pedro's lawyer confirmed filings. Chantel's socials went dark July 20, 2025. Suspicious timing. We've also got photos. Blurry shots of Pedro and Anna in Toronto parks, her hand on a subtle bump. See? Real deal. Now let's analyze why this story hits so hard. Pedro's journey from scapegoat husband to secret romantic hero feels like karma. Chantel portrayed him as the villain, lazy, unfaithful. But post-divorce, Pedro thrived. Gym body, successful career, now love and family. Chantel's actions? Desperate. Stealing $1 million isn't just theft, it's sabotage. Fans are divided. Some say she deserved compensation for emotional damages. Others call it criminal. For Anna, this is a fairy tale. From single in Canada to mom and wife of a star. Their cultures blend beautifully. Dominican passion meets Canadian calm. Future implications. Baby's birth in October 2025 will force announcements. Wedding in 2026 could be televised if TLC bites. Chantel's flight? She might resurface, sparking more drama. Fans are buzzing. On Reddit's 90-day Fiance, threads explode. Pedro deserves happiness. Chantel did what? Predictions. Baby boy. Wedding drama if Chantel crashes. Our poll. 80% think this is true love. 20% suspect PR stunt. To really understand Pedro's transformation, let's go deeper into his post-divorce life. After the split in 2022, Pedro moved to a sleek Atlanta apartment, focusing on fitness. He hit the gym daily, dropping 20 pounds, building muscle. Those abs on IG? Chef's kiss. Career-wise, he got his real estate license in 2023, specializing in luxury homes. Deals closed. A $800,000 condo in Buckhead. Flips in Midtown. Earnings. Estimated $500,000/year, plus residuals from TLC. Social life. Low-key. Hangouts with DR friends. Occasional club nights, but no public dates until Anna. Mental health. Pedro's spoken in interviews about therapy, healing from toxic patterns. Anna entered at the perfect time, offering stability. Compared to Chantel, she's dated sporadically, focused on nursing, but her IG screams bitterness, vague posts about liars and thieves, irony much. Now with Anna, Pedro's planning a bicultural upbringing for the baby. Spanish lessons, Canadian holidays, DR visits. He's even learning French for Anna's family. Extended family reactions. Lydia's thrilled about grandbaby. Chantel's fam? Radio silent, but River might stir drama online. Anna isn't just the girlfriend, she's a powerhouse. Grew up in Mississauga, Ontario with 2 siblings. Dad's a retired engineer, mom's a teacher, high school valedictorian, university soccer star. Career. Started at a Toronto ad firm, rose to senior consultant by 25. Specializes in influencer marketing. Ironic, given Pedro's fame. How she handles fame. Anna's watched all of Pedro's seasons, but isn't starstruck. Reality TV is edited, she told friends. I love the real Pedro. Pregnancy details. Morning sickness hit hard first trimester, but now she's craving plantains. Prenatal yoga keeps her zen. Baby's nursery. Gender neutral. with a crib from IKEA Canada and handmade quotes from Pedro's mom. Diving into the $1 million theft, it started June 2025. Chantel, still with access to old emails, reset passwords on Pedro's Vanguard account, transfers $100,000 batches to avoid flags. Pedro's response: hired forensic accountants, froze assets, police-involved felony theft charges possible. Chantel's motive: financial strain. Post-show, her earnings dipped, alimony ended. Jealousy over Pedro's success. Where is she now? Rumors: Paris, living lavishly. Extradition treaty exists, but she might fight it. Pedro's loss: that money was from years of hustle. Show pay $1,000 per episode, endorsements, real estate. He's rebounding, but it hurts. Pedro's story mirrors others, like Asuelu finding new love post-Kaleni, or Jenny or Sumit overcoming odds. But Pedro's unique, from villain to victim to victor. TLC sniffing around. A show could follow pregnancy, wedding, Chantel saga. Drama ahead. If Chantel returns, custody battles? No, but lawsuits. Pedro's message: love wins. There you have it. Pedro Jimeno's secret life exposed, from 2-year romance with Anna to pregnancy joy, 2026 wedding, and Chantel's betrayal. What do you think? Comment below. Team Pedro or skeptical? More update. 90-day fiancé. Chantel caught eating meat on camera, thirsty for screen time? And Chantel Everett officially dating her friend Ashley. All about their relationship. Chantel officially comes out after catching feelings for her female friend. I will explain everything. 90-day fiancé. Chantel caught eating meat on camera, thirsty for screen time. Chantel Everett on 90-day fiancé. Hunt for love absolutely went above and beyond, doing it for the cameras. She was shown on screen eating while completely nude. You read that correctly. Fans were in a state of shock, wondering if this moment was a desperate plea for more attention and screen time. But that's not all. Chantel made some startling disclosures to the world about her life while completely nude on camera. Does this make sense? What's the point here? What was it she disclosed? Watching more about this dispute by reading one because it's a hot topic. Chantel Everett, star of 90-Day Fiancé, is open to exploring her ace after a couple of unsuccessful relationships. As she kissed Jennifer Tarazona, she apparently told the cameras that it wasn't her first time kissing a woman. The celebrity described how, although she was figuring out what she truly wanted, she was open to meeting and dating women. Chantel went on to say that the first time she ever kissed a woman, her life was radically altered. She was giddy with anticipation and clearly enjoyed it too. Chantel came out as a lesbian and was seeing a girl at the time, according to many sources. 90-Day Fiancé. Hunt for Love showed Chantel Everett's willingness to find love. But it appears that she hasn't been able to connect romantically with anyone, and things aren't going her way. When she made out with Jennifer Tarazona, that was the last time spectators saw her enjoying herself on film. She may have chosen to find another excuse to draw attention and drop jaws as a result. Fans were shocked by a moment in a recent episode where Chantel was sitting while eating. She was speaking with her friend on the phone without wearing any clothing. Despite being by herself in her room, the celebrity apparently forgot that she would be on national TV. During their conversation, Chantel's friend Ashley expressed how much she missed her and how difficult it was to be apart from her. The latter's amorous feelings for her were explained by the former. But when you're eating, why would you need to talk to a friend? Chantel, to remain relevant for the cameras, was quickly criticized by fans. As one commenter put it, she's giving TLC attention because she's not getting any action with those guys. Additionally, TLC pays you more when you're on camera, another person said. Another commenter added, just do at this point. As a result, spectators believe that Chantel undressed mostly for the cameras. How do you feel? Please share in the comments section. Chantel Everett officially dating her friend Ashley. All about their relationship. It appears that Chantel Everett's search for love began even before she enrolled in the 90-Day Fiancé Singles Retreat. In 90 Day Hunt for Love's August 4 episode, 90-Day Fiancé alum. It was unpleasant to say the least when Chantel Everett went on a date with Rocky Russo, a newcomer to the franchise. Using the 36 questions to fall in love method, Chantel unintentionally made Rocky go through a queue and a session that felt more like a job interview than a date. Even though they had a close bond during their romantic jet ski excursion, Chantel's undying love for Ashley Bowen was evident during their one-on-one time together. We, as viewers, have always loved that TLC has consistently highlighted and celebrated gay partnerships on 90-Day Fiancé. Viewers are quite interested in learning more about Chantel's Ashley and what transpired between her and Ashley prior to Hunt for Love filming, even if their relationship hasn't been seen on camera yet. Continue reading to learn more about Chantel Everett's past relationships, including those with Ashley Bowen and Rocky Russo. Ashley Bowen is an Alabama-born musician and actor who is 36 years old. It's evident from both of their social media accounts that Chantel and Ashley have been close friends for a long time, even if she has never stated outright that Ashley is Ashley Bowen. Since both Chantel and Ashley maintain accounts for their dogs, the evidence in this instance may be found in the puppy profiles. Ashley makes it clear that her dog Bella is the best friend on her dog profile. As of right now, Chantel has not made her relationship with Ashley public. She did, however, disclose that she and Ashley had before she went for the show. Ashley confessed to having feelings for her, and they shared her at a bar, according to Chantel on 90-Day. Hunt for Love. I truly enjoyed and I was genuinely taken aback. During a confessional, she revealed, "It was like my first ever. At the same time though, I had never considered dating a woman, so I was completely overwhelmed by the implications. In what ways would that impact my dating life? This implies that I am a lesbian, right? That's all? I am not sure," Chantel clarified. "This is nothing like the way I feel when I'm talking to Ashley." During her date with Rocky, "Talking to Ashley makes me feel so at ease. She hasn't left my mind, and I don't know what to do with that," she continued. "I just thought someone was a friend, but they told me they had feelings for me before I decided to come on Hunt for Love," Chantel said to Tim in episode 12. Later, she used a video chat to Ashley to share her feelings. "We really hope to see Ashley and Chantel perform together at the tell-all, given there is just one episode left in the season. Though their appearance on 90-Day Hunt for Love suggests otherwise, Chantel and Rocky have not formally declared whether they are still together." Rocky informed Chantel that he had not yet decided whether he liked his connection with her or Tiffany when she asked him about it on their first date. Rocky said to the audience, "Chantel is obviously gorgeous." At the same time, Rocky seemed to find Chantel's list of inquiries offensive. "The conversation with Rocky right now is so awkward," Chantel said. "Perhaps the conversation would flow, and I wouldn't need to whip out my list if it was meant to be." Chantel even claimed that her date with Rocky had deepened her affections for Ashley. Chantel married Pedro Jimeno during season 4 of 90-Day Fiancé prior to her stint on 90-Day Hunt for Love. The pair then appeared on the show 90-Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, seasons 2 to 4, followed by 5 seasons of their own spin-off program, The Family Channel, which ended after the divorce of Chantel and Pedro. Chantel officially comes out after catching feelings for her female friend. In an exclusive preview of the 90-Day Hunt for Love episode airing on August 18, Chantel, 34, comes out after having an encounter with a female acquaintance that made her doubt her orientation. At the singles-only retreat, she tells her co-stars, "Oh my God, I feel like I've lost all my words lately. I think that having the opportunity to interact with all of the guys here really helped me realize that I have home and that I have someone else back in Atlanta." The TLC personality acknowledges that she was prepared to investigate her relationship with her friend, stating, "So before coming here, a friend of mine who is also a woman reached out to me and actually told me that they had feelings for me. I've come to know that I truly care about her because I've been here dating everyone and experiencing everything," she adds. "I have therefore made the decision to look into that relationship a bit more. I am not surprised by y'all's kiss," her co-star Rocky Russo remarks, alluding to her kiss with co-star Jennifer Tarazona during a kissing challenge on the show. My kudos to you, sweetie. Their co-star Tim Malcolm adds, "It's difficult," to Jennifer's comment. "I'm pleased for you." In an admissional, Chantel says she is proud of myself and the growth that I've done going through this experience. And it feels great to finally be publicly open about she continues. "I never imagined that I would need my dating abilities again, so I put them away when I married Pedro 8 years ago," she said. But she acknowledged that she's ready to investigate her now. "It did happen with one of my friends, just before I arrived at the resort," she disclosed. "Ashley, a friend of mine, told me she had romantic emotions for me when we were sitting around drinking wine. After a series of events, Ashley kissed me. I was so astonished that I nearly passed out, yet I also enjoyed it," she said. "It was like my very first kiss. But I have never considered dating a woman, so I was also really overwhelmed by what it all meant. What might that signify? What does that entail for my dating life and me? If this is true, am I a lesbian? Just like that? I don't know." In December 2023, the series came to an end, providing a peek of the dramatic end of the former couple's journey together. Chantel's trip to the Dominican Republic and her coveted engagement to Pedro in Season 4 of 90 Day Fiancé introduced the couple to viewers. A K-1 visa later allowed him to reside with her in Atlanta, Georgia. Both 90 Day Fiancé self-quarantined in 2020 and 90 Day Fiancé happily ever after from 2017 to 2019 later chronicled their relationship. Looks just like Chantel, 90 Day Fiancé's Pedro Jimeno introduces Chantel lookalike GF after divorce. 90 Day Fiancé star Pedro Jimeno revealed his new girlfriend on Instagram, and a lot of fans think she looks a lot like his ex-wife, Chanel Everett. Pedro, who moved to the US on a K-1 visa, was originally from the Dominican Republic. He married Chantel in 2016. Pedro had a number of marital failures during their marriage, which were caused by cultural differences, aspirations for their lives, and family disputes. In 2022, Pedro made the decision to break up with her despite his best attempts to patch things up. Following their divorce finalization in 2023, Pedro and Chantel went on with their lives. Pedro recently hinted that he and his new girlfriend are now in a committed relationship by sharing a photo of them together while traveling. Posting a screenshot of Pedro's Instagram story, 90 Day Fiancé update showed off his new girlfriend, who looks much like Chantel. Only looks just like Chantel, as one Instagram user, Melissa Varia 39, even commenting. Melissa Monroe, another user, said, "Best of luck, Chantel Jr." Although Pedro didn't state clearly on social media that he was in a relationship. There are speculations that he introduced his new partner to his sister, Nicole Jimeno, and mother, Lydia Morel, in the Dominican Republic. The fact that Pedro is now in a serious relationship after his last one with Chantel ended horribly is fantastic. It appears from the new pictures that Pedro has a penchant for romantic relationships, which may help to explain why he was attracted to Chantel. But given how much Pedro and his new partner Chantel look alike, it's unlikely that Pedro's past relationship problems were brought on by a lack of attraction. The ongoing family instability that generated stress and interfered with his work may have been the reason he fell out of love with Chantel after originally being drawn to her beauty. It appears that Pedro is making the correct move by introducing his new partner to his family now that he has fully moved on. The mistakes he made in his last relationship are not something he wants to repeat. He therefore most likely wants his new spouse to meet his sister and mother to check if they can live together in harmony. How Pedro's new relationship plays out over the next few months will be interesting to see. His new companion should be able to wow his family and establish a solid rapport with them, something Chantel was not able to do. Pedro's attraction in a lady who resembles Chantel is therefore not surprising. That he's finally making his current relationship public 3 years after his last one ended, though, is intriguing. Pedro appears to have given himself time to recover and move on from his failed marriage. Pedro has opted not to participate in reality TV, whereas Chantel has been featured in several seasons, casually dating various individuals. Even revealing his new partner to his mother and sister, the 90 Day Fiancé franchise cast member has developed a close bond with her, by keeping his love life private. No more today. What are you thinking about this gossip today? Let us know in the comments, and stay tuned by subscribing to our channel to get more updates like this. Thank you.